Welcome to the Midgard Press. I'm Jay, and we are back for more magic within Dragonbane. This time, we are talking about Animism. This is one of the schools of magic within Dragonbane. It's only a couple pages long. We've got magic tricks, and we actually have real spells. So, magic tricks, bird song. You are surrounded by lovely birdsong for one stretch of time. The birds give you a boon to awareness. This trick only works outdoors. So you could be in the bottom of a dungeon and do birdsong, unless a bunch of dead skeletal birds rise and that could be fun. Clean. The room you are in is cleaned. All dust and dirt disappear, and the room is put in order. Cook food. You automatically succeed at cooking food without a bushcraft roll, and it happens instantly, so one action. Floral trail. Beautiful flowers sprout where you walk. The flowers wither after a shift. So it's good kind of like keeping pace of or keeping track of where you are. That's a great spell to help keep track of where you are. Hairstyle. You change the color, length, and style of hair that you see to fit. In some situations, this can give you a boon to bluffing and persuasion rolls. That almost makes me feel like we're doing a sneaking mission, and you do not want them to know who you are, so you change your appearance. It's a great idea. So now we're getting into the actual spells. Animal Whisperer. Rank 1. Prereq Animism. Requirement Word. Casting time is a stretch. Range is 2 meters. Duration is instant. This spell lets you talk to a bird or mammal. You can only ask a number of questions equal to the power level. Animals can tell you what they have seen, heard, or smelled, but they do not perceive the world as humanoids do, and their answers are hard to interpret. The main advantage is they never lie. Or do they? Like a weasel? Come on. You tell me a weasel wouldn't lie? You telling me a hyena wouldn't lie? I don't buy it. Banish. Banish is a really good one. So it's a rank 1. Prereq is Animism. Requirements, word, gesture, focus, which is a holy symbol. Casting time, action. Range is 10 meters. It's actually a sphere within 10 meters. Or within 10 meters, it's a sphere, yeah. Duration is instant. Demons and undead rising from their graves are a violation to the natural order and must be stopped. This spell inflicts 2d8 damage on each being, or on such a being. Each additional power level increases the damage by a d8. Armor and natural armor have no effect. The spell cannot be dodged or parried. Yeah, Banish is a good one to know. Ow. Ensnaring Roots. Rank 1. Prerequisites, Animism. Requirements, gesture, ingredient. Branches or roots nearby. Casting time is an action. Range is 10 meters. Duration is shift. The victim is ensnared by roots and branches and is unable to move. Breaking free requires an evade roll. With a boon at power level 1, normally at power level 2, and with a bane at power level 3. Each attempt counts as an action in combat. Only one attempt is allowed per round, but others can help. The spell does not work on monsters. Sorry. Lightning Flash, rank 1, prerequisite, Animism, requirements, gesture, casting time is an action, range is 30 meters, which is pretty freaking far, duration is instant. You call down a flash of lightning from the sky. If the spell is cast successfully, the target takes 2d6 damage. The lightning flash continues to another random target within 2 meters of the target, inflicting 2d4 damage. Each power level beyond the first increases the number of die rolled for damage by 1. So, for example, 3d6 and 3d4 respectively at power level 2. Metal armor has no effect on the spell and can be dodged or parried as a ranged attack. This is successfully done. No further target to hit. Indoors, the willpower cost is doubled. Oh. So you can cast that one, and it's just doubled. Interesting. I had a player that wanted to do that inside, and they were like, "Oh, never mind. I can't do it because it says I call down a flash of lightning." I was like, okay, sure." Then they picked something else. But reading that makes way more sense. They could have done it inside. They would just had to use double the willpower. And that's one thing. Anytime a player is like, "Hey, I want to do this," that's cool. Let them do this. But make sure you read the spell as well. So that way you can make sure it's being handled accurately. Treat wound. Rank 1. Prerequisite. Animism. Requirement is word. Casting time is an action. Range is touch. Duration is instant. You heal another living creature for 2d6 HP for each power level beyond the first. The spell heals an additional d6. So you could do 3d6, 4d6, so on and so forth. I'm so sorry. I need to drink something with caffeine in it. I haven't really had caffeine today. Engulfing Forest. It's a rank 2, prerequisite ensnaring roots. Requirement, gesture, ingredient, branches, or roots nearby. Engulfing Forest. Casting time is one action. Range is 10 meters, which is this, it'll kind of happen in a sphere. Duration is a shift. You call upon the spirits of the forest who quickly make thickets of thorns and roots shoot up from the ground in the area of effect. The area counts as rough terrain, and everyone except yourself, not monsters, who is in the area of effect when you cast the spell is ensnared by roots and branches, unable to move. Breaking free requires an evade roll with a boon at power level 1, normally at power level 2, and with a bane at power level 3. Each attempt counts as an action in combat. Only one attempt is allowed per round. Other people are not ensnared. Can help. Cool. Lightning Bolt. Rank 2. Prereq. Lightning Flash. Requirement. Gesture. Casting time is an action. Range is 40 meters this time. And duration is instant. Or instantaneous, the way that it's going to be used. So it says you call down a great bolt of lightning on a target who suffers 2d8 damage. The bolt continues to take another random target within 2 meters of the target, inflicting 2d6 damage, and then to a third target within 2 meters who suffers 2d4 damage. Each power level beyond increases the number of die rolled for damage by 1. Metal armor has no effect, but the spell can be dodged or parried as a ranged attack. And if this is successfully done, no further target hit. Indoors, the willpower. Indoors, the willpower cast to cast the spell is doubled. Heal wound, rank 2. So prereq is treat wound. So we got treat wound, heal wound. Requirement is a word. Casting time is an action. Range is a touch. Ugh. And is instantaneous. You heal another living creature for 2d8 HP and 1 non-permanent injury or severe injury. For each power level beyond the first, the spell heals an additional d6 HP. Then we got Purge. It's a rank 2. Prereq is Banish. Requirement is Word, Gesture, Focus, which could be your holy symbol, because you might be a cleric. Casting time is 1 action. Range is 10 meters. Duration is instantaneous. You exorcise a demon or undead, inflicting 2d10 damage on the unnatural creature. Each power level increases by damage by d10. Armor and natural armor have no effect, and the spell cannot be dodged or parried. So we got 4 more spells, y'all. Sleep, rank 2, prereq, treat wound. Requirement is word. Casting time is an action. Range is a touch, and duration is instant. The target of the spell must succeed a willpower roll or fail into a deep sleep for 1 stretch. NPCs roll against their maximum willpower if this is listed. Reduce by 2 for each level of focus heroic ability. If willpower is not listed, NPCs roll against 10. If the roll succeeds, the victim still gets dazed. The victim will, with both boon at power 1, normally at power level 2, and a bane at power level 3. A sleeping person is very difficult to wake, but wakes upon taking damage. The spell can only be used on the living and has no effect on monsters. Okay. Restoration, rank 3, prereq, heal wounds. Requirements, word. Casting time, action. Range is touch, and duration is instant. You heal another living creature for 2d10 HP and any 1 severe injury. Each power level beyond the first, the spell heals d10 HP. So it can get higher and higher. Resurrection, rank 3, prereq, heal wound. Requirement, word, gesture, ingredient, which would be a corpse. Somebody dead. You can't really cast resurrection on a living person. It just doesn't work that way. So you can channel nature's forces to resurrect a dead person, not as undead, but truly alive. This costs the mage only 1 point of willpower permanently and reduces maximum willpower by 1. The more time that has passed since the target died, the more difficult it is. Within the same shift requires power level 1, within a day requires power level 2, and within a week requires power level 3. Now this is a rank 3 spell, so if you 3, 6, 9, that would be 9 points of willpower just to do this. So cool. If over a week has passed, the body is too decomposed to be resurrected. Only 1 attempt can be made. If it fails, the victim is permanently dead. A person brought to life loses D3 skill lives or levels in all charisma-based skills to a minimum of 3. And Thunderbolts. Rank 3, prereq, lightning bolt. Requirement, gesture. Casting time is an action. Range is 50 meters. Duration is instant.
So, when you call down a mighty thunderstroke on a target who suffers 2d10 damage, the thunderstroke continues on up to 3 random targets within 2 meters of each. The damage is 2d8 for the second, 2d6 for the third, 2d4 for the fourth. Each power level beyond the first increases the number of die rolled by the damage of 1. Metal has no effect. And indoors, the willpower will cost, or to cast will cost, is doubled. So, thank you again for coming in for the third part of Magic within Dragonbane. We will get to the next two houses of or School of Magic. There we go. Wow, that was so wild. But yeah, which one of these, like the video, of course, comment which one are you most excited about of Animism. So the Animism School of Magic, which ones do you like? Give me a magic trick, give me a rank 1, and give me a rank 2. Which ones do you like? Which ones are your favorite? And we'll see who likes what. And then make sure to share this with all your friends, all your family, and all those nerds out there that want to learn or need to learn Dragonbane. So, as always, my friends, live on and game on.